Hi, it's me again, Upichabendi Chidebere, and today I have another topic that I want to talk about. It's concerning your relationship because I want you to have beautiful, sweet relationship. Now, I want to talk about dating. Today, I will talk about five must ask questions on the first date. I know your first date is supposed to be fun. I know your first date is supposed to be something enjoying. I know your first date is supposed to be full of excitement, the emotions, the feelings, and all these things. No, in the midst of fun, in the midst of enjoyment, there are five must ask questions in your first date. And then you don't have to turn it to be an interview session, a job interview whereby you be asking, okay, number one question. No. It's still going to be fun because there are ways you introduce your questions. Your partner will not feel that he's being interviewed for a job, or the person is writing a jam question. Okay? So here I know you want to enjoy your meal. I know you want to enjoy the fresh air. Oh, I don't even know where the first date is, but in the midst of that, if you want something substantial, if you want something that will lead to the second date or third date or something coming up in that relationship, there are must ask five questions you need to ask in your first date. Number one, you need to ask your partner, what do you like to do in your free time? Now, why you are asking this question is you're not trying to interview or trying to be interrogated, but you are trying to know if that first date is going to lead to something else. So, and you need to know the person you've gone on a date with. The first question, like I said, what do you like to do in your free time? This question helps you to understand your date hobbies, interest, and passion. It's drive for you to start asking, what are your hobbies? What's your interest? What's your passion? No, there are three questions, but these three questions are encapsulated in one question, and that one question is what you like to do in your free time. Then the person will tell you, okay, when I'm free, I like to play games, I like to play ball, I like to go to the field, I have passion for business, I read. So when the person is outlining what he does or what she does in her free time, then you have to keep checking. Will I condone this? Will I still enjoy this at that point in time? So it helps you to know whether the relationship will work, whether the first date is going to lead to the second date, or whether it's going to be something progressive. Number two must ask question is, what's your favorite travel destination and why? Now, what will this question do? This question can give you an insight into your date sense of adventure, cultural interest, and values. Now, your date will tell you, okay, during my free time or when I'm free on vacations, I would like to travel to the village. I like to travel to where I can see and rehearse with nature. You know that your partner is someone that has interest in nature. Now you ask yourself, do I have interest in nature? That is for you to know whether you two are going to work out. Because for you to know a relationship that will be progressive, that is going to make something meaningful, it starts from the first date when you ask the right question. Don't be engulfed with the ice cream. Don't be engulfed with the fried rice. Don't be engulfed with the chicken and chips. I know there are poor people. I know there are people that, they are not that wealthy and they see every date to be an opportunity to eat well. In the midst of eating well, get something substantial. So what's your travel destination? What's your favorite travel destination and why? The person will have to tell you, okay, I like to travel to US. Why do you want to travel to the US? I like the pictures, I like this, I like that, I like that, or I like to read. I want where I can interact with intellects, So then you start checking to know whether it's something that is going to work out for you. The next question, the third most asked question on the first date is, what do you do for work and what do you enjoy about it? Now, there are two different questions. The first question is, what do you do for work? And what do you enjoy about it? Now, what do you do for work? This exposes you, your partner, letting you to know what he does. That's the kind of work he does. So if he's a person that does cleaning job or a security job or a guard job, or he's a teacher in school, or he's a lecturer, or he's a business, what kind of business? So the person tells you the work he does and what he enjoys about the work. And that will tell you whether it's something you can settle for or something that you cannot settle for. In your first date, the fourth must ask question on the first date, it says, What is the most spontaneous thing you've ever done? What will this question do? You know, sometimes you might ask a question and you need to explain so that your partner will understand what you're talking about. When I talk about this, I'm not just limited, it's not just limited to male only, it's not just limited to female asking male, it's both sides. A male asks the female and the female asks the male. So two of you will rehearse, two of you will ponder on the two questions and the questions you're asking. So it's not just limited to one person. The other person has to play a part in answering. So two of you will keep checking to know whether this will work or this will not work. So number four, must ask question on the first set is, what is the most spontaneous thing you've ever done? What will this question do? This question can reveal your date's level of adventure, willingness to take risks, and ability to think on their feet. Now, spontaneous thing is the things you've done without even thinking, what you can do spontaneously. What happens when this thing happens? Imagine when somebody hits you now, when somebody pushes you now. Let's say we are taking this tea and the waiter just passed and pours it on you. What are you going to do? So what do you do spontaneously? What's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done? The person will tell you, I slapped somebody without even thinking about it. I punched somebody on the nose. I did something. So that would be, able to tell you that when the person is exposed to some certain pressure, this is what is going to come out. So will you settle for it? Now the fifth must ask question is, what's one thing you are passionate about that might surprise people? Now this person will tell you what he's passionate about. When he thinks about his future, how does he reason it? Where does he reason that he's going to settle? What is he thinking about the future? What is something that is passionate about? For me, for one, I'm passionate about sports. You can't change it any day, you can't change it anytime. And this one, it doesn't surprise so many people, because if you come to know me, you know that I'm passionate about it. And I'm passionate about seeing people happy. I'm passionate about people enjoying their relationship. That's why you see me here. So one thing the person is passionate about will tell you. Let's say the person is passionate about mountain climbing, the person is passionate about making money, the person is passionate about building business, the person is passionate about building a system that brings money without being physically present. So that will help you to checkmate that if this is what I want or not. So let me have a recap, because I always like to have a recap at the end of my show. So I have to recap the 5 must ask questions in first date. The 5 must ask questions on a first date. Number 1, what do you like to do in your free time? What will this thing do? This question will help you to understand your date's hobbies, interests, and passion. Number 2, the must ask question number 2 is, what's your favorite travel destination and why? So what is the essence of this question? This question gives you an insight on your date's sense of humor, sense of adventure, sense of cultural interest and values. Now the third question is, what do you do for work and why? What do you enjoy about it? That will tell you the motivation behind the work that your partner or the person you're having first date is doing, and what motivates the person, what's the passion behind doing it. Some people are doing it because of money, some people are doing it because of love, some people are doing it because of their family, some people are doing it because of their friends. So you got to know not just the work the person does, but the reason behind doing the work. Then the fourth question is, what is the most spontaneous thing? That is where you have to know what your partner's anger level is, the level of relationship, the level of taking decisions, how he does things, because all these spontaneous acts come as a result of what you have accumulated. If you have accumulated patience, if you have accumulated self-control, they will play out in spontaneous activities. Then number 5 is, what's one thing you're passionate about that might surprise other people? That is where you can know your partner's hidden talent. Their hidden talent might be drawing. Their hidden talent might be singing. Their hidden talent might be writing poems. Their hidden talent might be acting or dancing, or because the person is shy. So like I said, this question can help you discover your date's hidden talent, value, interest, and can lead to some fascinating conversations. These are going to make your first date worthwhile, and the person will be dying to meet you again, because most people might be engulfed with the food and the drinks that have been presented, but for you, you are looking for something else. So if you find this video very interesting, why not share it to someone else? And why not give us a subscribe and a like? See you in the next video.